Number 15. In the water. There's something in the water. TikToker Scary Video Mystery shares this scary video of a mystery that lies below. Take a look and try to guess. Something is moving rapidly beneath the water. It disturbs the surface in a violent way. The water is so murky, it's hard to tell whether it's one large creature or many small ones, creating such a frenzy below. And those on shore are left reeling. Some are saying it's the Nkinyamba. Nkinyamba is a mythical creature deeply rooted in South African folklore. Often depicted as a giant serpent-like creature, the Nkinyamba is said to inhabit bodies of water, particularly lakes and rivers, where it commands respect and fear among local communities. Legend has it that the Nkinyamba possesses immense power, capable of controlling the elements and causing havoc with its wrath. It is believed to be associated with storms, floods, and other natural disasters, with sightings often preceding calamitous events. However, the Nkinyamba is not merely a harbinger of destruction. It is also revered as a guardian of the waters, ensuring the balance and harmony of nature. Some stories portray it as a benevolent deity, protecting those who honor and respect the natural world. Is this that mysterious creature? The curious thing is that it appears to pull the tall weeds around the river down as it draws forward. While it could be benevolent, or it could be an omen of fear and calamity, TikToker Jamie is right in that the important thing is that everyone stayed calm. Number 14. 3 portals open. When a paranormal portal opens inside your home, who knows what it might let in? In a bizarre sequence of events, 3 mysterious portals materialize before YouTuber Smug Puppy's eyes. He shares footage of the ongoing paranormal activity in his home, and the powers that be are growing restless. Two portals open up, and as he turns his phone camera on, he captures a third.
Requested. And that's a third.
That's pretty good, I think, overall.
Any more?
It is, almost $80 right there.
The YouTuber explains in the comments that the first portal dropped a box containing their own medication. Next, a large book emerges from the second portal. It's unclear if it was his own book or one from the other side. But it's the appearance of a lone shoe through the third portal that truly baffles them. The footwear materializes directly on camera, moments after vanishing from the shoe rack against a solid brick wall in the background.
Okay guys, well that's 2. Filming the ceiling, I've requested. And that's a third.
Portals are often described as openings or gateways that facilitate the passage between different dimensions, realms, or realities. Believers in the paranormal suggest that these portals can manifest in various forms, such as vortexes or energy fields, and may appear spontaneously or be deliberately created through rituals or paranormal activity.
Okay guys, well that's 2. Filming the ceiling as requested. And that's the 3rd.
Some theories propose that these portals allow for the transit of spirits, entities, or energies from one realm to another, contributing to reported paranormal phenomena such as ghost sightings or unexplained disappearances. The inexplicable phenomenon leaves many in the comments grappling with unanswerable questions. Some are suggesting that the very chair he's sitting in may be at fault. YouTuber Melissa Garrison 5838 writes, "You have to get rid of that doom chair. It has a devil sign on the back." Others are saying it's fake and supposedly has been debunked. But the last portal and the ejection of the sandal seem pretty legit.
Filming the ceiling as requested.
What do you think is happening here? Number 13. Haunted home of Haley Moore. A young child wakes up in the night. A paranormal entity begins communicating with her, and darkness unfolds. This is what happened to Haley Moore and her family, who have been dealing with an unsettling haunting in their home. TikToker The Paranormal Chick shares the footage in a series of videos that will chill you to the bone.
Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. Want to play? Yeah. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing.
Their daughter sits up, playing with her toys in the middle of the night. But as a lullaby starts to play, the girl gets out of bed to investigate. And this happens. As she is pulled under the bed, her screams become muffled, making this footage all the more horrifying. Her tiny voice is then heard calling for her mother.
Mommy! Mommy!
Once she is safely out of the room, they don't re-enter it for 2 days. Haley explains why.
People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
And then she does enter. And when she looks under the bed, something stops her heart. Did you see it? A childlike figure appears in the darkness. Just a doll, maybe, but then it moves slightly. The OP does confirm that it's a stuffed plastic doll. Some in the comments of the original video suggested it could be mechanical, and that would explain the movement. But Haley responds.
You saying that the doll is mechanical, and that's how it moved. That doll is plastic, that doll is stuffed. I checked, I looked at Amazon. There is no way that thing should have.
Prompted by those in the comments, Haley looks into the history of her home. There could be paranormal experiences from past tenants, or some dark details of the home's founding. This is what she discovers.
We've done any research on the house. I found out that some of the past people that have lived here have had some ghostly encounters. Was built near, not on, but near a cemetery.
Upon request from viewers, Haley also gives her audience a tour of the entire house.
Here's the master bedroom. Here is the hallway. Here's our living room. Here's the outside.
Although nothing obviously untoward occurs during this tour, the place does give off unsettling vibes. So, what to make of all this? TikToker LS2Mex offers intriguing food for thought, writing, "Has anyone thought that maybe that's not actually her daughter anymore? That theory is chilling, but others suggest it's the doll that's possessed, not yet the daughter. Hollywood Gets Paid writes, the low vibrational entity has embodied that doll with its spirit. Don't let it scare you. It feeds it the energy and creates it to be stronger." And still others advise on how to get rid of the demon entity. Johnny Gonzalez 7158 suggests, grab some holy water, make the sign of the cross at the entrance of your house, and every room corner and closet as you pray throughout the house. It's hard to know if that'll work, or be enough to rid this house of evil. When do you know if you've completely obliterated it for sure? It could be forever lurking beneath that bed. And who knows? Next time, it may be too late to find out. Number 12. In the water. What is in the water? TikToker Alejandro Sodavives shares this footage taken from above the Sumidero Canyon in Chiapas, Mexico. There's something mysterious in the water, and it looks mythical. Take a look and see for yourself. It appears to be a human-like figure with a tail. A bit like a mermaid, but from this distance, probably too big. There are countless theories in the comments as to what it might be. Some think it's just a very big fish. Others suggest a spaceship or an alien. TikToker AD writes that it's a boat going fast, leaving wave tracks. While that may seem logical enough, others are going in the opposite direction, suggesting that this is related to Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is a theory that alleges that NASA, with the cooperation of other organizations, plans to stage a fake alien invasion or second coming of Christ using advanced holographic technology. The goal of the alleged project is to create a global crisis that would lead to the establishment of a new world order, or one world government. While a boat creating wave tracks seems most likely, it's hard to tell what it is from this distance, which is why theories and blue beams are still swirling. Number 11. Escalation. What does it mean when a poltergeist escalates its activity? TikToker Chubby Gooby shares this alarming footage of paranormal activity occurring right in front of her. The TikToker says the cat walked away from her like she knew what was coming. According to her, the activity has been getting progressively worse. The TikToker says that earlier in the week, they had a tap turn on upstairs on its own while she was alone. And some in the comments noticed the cat's strange behavior. TikToker Yas Miss Kitty CODM writes, "The cat looked at that exact spot a few seconds before it fell. Watch again."
For me, and I felt like she knew it was coming.
Did it see something human eyes can't see? TikTokers are also noticing that her response strangely coincides with a male voice on the TV saying the same thing she did. Listen closely. Another aspect viewers observe is that the camera seems to fall lower and lower throughout the video. This is where it starts.
Our surveillance camera caught this, and I'm a little bit nerved about everything.
And this is where it ends. This makes some think it's been staged, and the camera was set up specifically to catch this. What do you think? Are there strings attached? Or is this real poltergeist activity? Number 10. The power escalates. At 3 in the morning, the witching hour, TikToker Tristan8104 sees something strange in the hallway outside their bedroom. Just watch. This isn't the TikToker's only encounter with the paranormal. Some viewers urge them to provoke the entity, but they hesitate, uncertain whether such actions would serve to pacify or further incite its power. And then, this. Some in the comments think it's just a mob, but the next video the OP posts proves otherwise. After hearing the loud, unexplained banging and investigating the bathroom, this happens. If you noticed, the bedroom door was previously open, but slammed shut. The TikToker says this occurred after 2 days of eerie silence, mysterious tapping, striking against solid walls, or echoing into empty space. And then, the poltergeist asserts itself with a vengeance. Some in the comments say he shouldn't have provoked the spirit, as things will only escalate from here. The rest are hiding under their blankets. Number 9. The Whistler. What's so scary about a whistle? You're about to find out. TikToker Mandy ASMR 22 says she hates everything about this notification that she just got on her security camera. Unable to see a visible presence, the TikToker checks their other surveillance cameras, but to no avail. And then, a tap and a whisper. And a moment later, the creepiest Halloween laugh you've ever heard. Many in the comments say it's Negan. Negan is a character in the comic book series The Walking Dead. He's known for whistling to intimidate others while he walks with his weapon. But others are saying it's a skinwalker trying to lure her. Here it is again. The TikToker says she only hears the whistle at night. She refuses to seek help from law enforcement, having had previous experiences where her concerns were dismissed. Despite the absence of tangible evidence or any sign of an intruder, the disquieting sense of being watched hangs over her, and she'll likely never feel safe again. Number 8. Spirit Box Session. Armed with a spirit box, Redditor Nicholas1279 ventured into the realm of the paranormal on a series of sessions within a nearby cemetery. The responses they received sent shivers down their spine, leaving them utterly bewildered. Have a listen.
How did you die? A bear? Women? Are women bad?
The voices seem to be responding intelligently to his questions. Suddenly, the OP's former skepticism transforms into unwavering belief in the existence of paranormal phenomena. He asks again.
Are women bad? Whoa.
As the conversation continues, the spirit seems to make its quest clear. It does not want to be forgotten.
What's your name then? Or follow me if you want.
When he asks the spirits what names he's looking at, they give him an accurate answer.
What names am I looking at right now? Whoa. That's weird. Alright.
And then it happens again.
Can see him? Hi. Whoa. What the Is Peter here? Oh, just said please.
This seems to confirm that the spirit box truly is an instrument to communicate with those in the afterlife. But some in the comments are still skeptical. Redditor Esoteric Toad writes, "Why would spirits hang out at a graveyard? Very few people actually die at a graveyard. Just seems odd to me." There are plenty of other skeptics in the comments, but the OP is not deterred and explains more about his experience, writing, "The responses after were like it knew I felt fear, and said, 'We gotcha.' Could just be a coincidence, but I want to keep gathering evidence." They also say this is nothing to what they've experienced at night over the last couple of days. Although sometimes they go an hour in the cemetery without the spirit box making a peep. They also say they've tried it at home but received no communication. Some in the comments do believe, however, and say that spirits do remain at their resting place, or at least visit. The OP agrees, writing, "It's the strangest thing I have come across during my life so far. It is strange, and while some sessions do seem too random to be believed, this particular spirit box session is so accurate, it's hard to explain." Number 7. Speedy Shadow. Doorbell cams can capture some incredibly unusual things, and often they appear paranormal. Redditor EvenServe6268 shares this footage caught on their doorbell cam. Watch what happens across the street. Some in the comments think this is Sonic the Hedgehog. Others think it could be explained by the car coming into frame at the end of the footage. Redditor AstroCreep1 writes, "There is a car coming from the left, and one that is moving on the right side as well in the beginning of the clip. That's a lot of moving light in that one area. Still others think it could be someone running." John Call of Duty writes, "Cameras do that sometimes and make the person look faded out. This is due to a slow shutter because of low lighting." Is this an authentic shadow figure? Or can this semi-transparent light be explained by something in the environment? What theory seems most likely to you? Number 6. Kitchen Poltergeist. In the early days of their paranormal investigations, YouTuber The GEPC Group captured a series of videos using stationary video cameras. One among them really stands out. A haunted house where a ghostly presence or poltergeist is observed opening a drawer. Take a look. Due to the quality of the video, some are skeptical. It almost looks time-lapsed. The drawer opens tediously slowly. Could a string be attached? It's hard to tell with this one, but if this is legit paranormal activity, then it's time to either sage this home or condemn it. Number 5. Visiting Poltergeist. In the dead of the night, a noise rouses TikToker Tal That's It from their sleep. A peculiar tick, similar to the sound produced by their wardrobe doors. Startled, they reach for their camera, having heard the noise repeatedly in recent nights. Considering they live alone, they're perplexed by the source of the disturbance, ruling out the possibility of visitors or any other presence in their home. That is, until they see this. This incident isn't an isolated one. The TikToker had experienced similar unexplained phenomena before, capturing them on film. Even their daughter's boyfriend shared his unease. Those in the comments are shocked. Some are praying. Further paranormal evidence in the home would give credence to the theory that the place is haunted. Until then, we wait. Number 4. Unknown object. What is this object? That's what Redditor LittleSound1923 was left wondering after viewing this security camera footage outside their home. Watch closely. A bright light flashes, and then a misty shadow appears. It looks like a spirit is shifting on the sidewalk. Although this may seem spooky, some in the comments think they have the answers. Some think it's a bug. Others an obstruction blocking the lens. Redditor Jonam Indus suggests it's a spider web or bird feather and writes, "Clean the lens and then reposition the camera a bit." Although I must say that lens obstruction is indeed onto something dramatically spooky looking. But one of the most interesting theories in the comments is from Reader Leader 10, who suggests that this is a Shamura, the ancient collector of souls in Aztec or Mayan cultures. Shamura might be envisioned as a mysterious force embodying the interconnectedness of the natural world, the spiritual realm, and the human experience. It's sometimes depicted as a shape-shifting spirit, a guardian of sacred places, or a manifestation of divine energy. This very well could be a Shamura, as the OP mentions that their father-in-law recently had a heart attack and is on life support. Is this the collector of souls, coming to deliver his to the afterlife? That's one very interesting possibility. Number 3. The walkthrough. When embarking on a house tour with the potential to purchase an old funeral home, Redditor Septic Spooge noticed a conspicuous absence of photos for the upstairs area. They decided to document a walkthrough video to see firsthand what awaited them on the upper floor. As they approached the back room, they focused on the door, and in that focus, something is amiss. Take a look.
We got all this back here.
Did you see it? Upon reviewing the footage later, a peculiar sight captured the OP's attention. A faint shift in the doorway, suggesting movement. Could it be that they unintentionally recorded an apparition, attempting to hide just out of view? Some in the comments think it definitely looks like it, while others think it's a trick of the light. Redditor Yo Who Am I suggests, "I think it's the post on the rack in that room, lining up perfectly with that door crack." They might be right. Still, others think this place has horror movie vibes and carries a lot of dark energy. This part, later in the video, gives some pause.
Yeah, this could be a room here, living room. Get that fixed, another bedroom. Oh, weird. That is creepy. That fan got... That's so crazy.
That is kind of scary. And of all places to be potentially haunted, a funeral home does seem quite suspect. If this guy buys this place, he's playing with fire. Number 2. Kalgoorlie Home Ghost. The timestamp on this video is from 1980. It was uploaded by YouTuber Kevin Viddle in 2012. It's unclear if that timestamp is correct, but either way, this happened a long time ago in a haunted Kalgoorlie home, far, far away. Watch closely as Kevin gives viewers a tour of the haunted home.
You making that shit beeping noise, huh? Talking?
Did you see it? Watch closely as he peers into the laundry room. Something dark pops up at the bottom of the screen. And then, as Kevin moves on to the living room, something dashes past the front door several times. Take a look. Did you see it? Many viewers are upset that there hasn't been an update, and some seem to know what this figure is. YouTuber Zelda's Champion writes simply, "Mate, you have a demon in your house." Others who live in the same area of Kalgoorlie also claim to have run into similar inexplicable phenomena. Kirsty Lyons 8328 writes, "Hey, I just moved to Kalgoorlie, and the old XXX box I'm living in has something too. It upsets the kids and the dogs, and I keep having weird dreams." Kirsty is wondering if Kevin has been able to get rid of whatever this thing is yet. A formless black entity is a concept often found in paranormal lore. This entity is typically described as a dark, shadowy figure that lacks a distinct form or features, appearing as a shapeless mass or shadow. While its exact nature and origin vary across different cultural traditions, some interpretations say the entity is a manifestation of fear or anxiety. Think of it like the subconscious mind's expression of deep-seated fears, manifesting in a tangible form during moments of psychological distress or vulnerability. Other theories suggest the formless black entity can be a malevolent spirit that feeds off negative energy or seeks to instill fear in those who encounter it. It could also be an astral being that exists in dimensions beyond the physical realm. They are thought to inhabit the astral plane and can sometimes cross over into the physical world, appearing as shadowy apparitions. Some might even guard the unknown, inhabiting the liminal spaces between worlds, serving as gatekeepers or guides for those who seek to explore the mysteries of unseen realms. Is this dark entity a demon? It may be. Whatever it is, it taps into a primal fear of the living, a fear of the unknown. Number 1. Bigfoot screams. On July 8, 2012, near Clipper Mills, California, YouTuber Big Toe Time found themselves stranded when their truck broke down while towing a boat to a nearby lake. With no immediate solution to their car problem, they spent the night on the side of the road, isolated from help or civilization. As darkness enveloped them, piercing screams shattered the night. Listen to this. Many in the comments say they've heard similar noises in this area. YouTuber Jusic8268 writes, "The longest night of my life was alone in the Canyon Creek Lakes midwinter. That same screaming and howling like I've never heard before. I thought I was toast."
Getting scared, Mama?
A little nervous.
Others are saying that it's telling that you can hear no other noises in the forest, which is a sign that a big predator is roaming about. Even the dogs are on high alert, yet not making a peep. Maybe because they don't want this predator to zero in on their location. The YouTuber believes these noises were not of any known creature. They think this might be the sound of a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot.
Maybe stop.
Either way, hearing these noises while stranded in the night is a thing of nightmares. What do you think is the source? I think it's something no one expected.